Hi everyone. Welcome to week 4 of our fundamentals class. This week you're going to be doing two main things. The first is attending your conference with me. I've already conferenced with a few people and I look forward to conferencing with the rest of you. If you haven't signed up, make sure you do that and email me letting me know that you have signed up. Make sure that you arrive at your or call me at the right time with your conference. Try not to be late. If you need to be late or if you are going to miss it, let me know ahead of time. So that's the first thing. The next thing you're going to be doing this week is thinking about the concept of genre. So what's a genre? A classification, a type, a set of expectations, a category, a grouping, a list of conventions. These terms all help us to understand an important concept, which is genre. You're likely familiar with the concept as it relates to film, music, or books. If someone invites you to the movies to see a romantic comedy, you have a general sense of what you're going to see. It's going to be a lighthearted love story in which, things may get complicated, but by the end, things are going to get resolved, oftentimes with a marriage. If someone invites you to see a horror movie, your expectations surrounding the movie's tone, atmosphere, and subject matter are going to be completely different. And the same thing goes for music, metal music versus country music, science fiction versus detective fiction. All genres kind of have a set of conventions or expectations that go along with them. And a part of being a good writer is understanding the genre that you are using and what your reader is going to expect from you from that genre. Writing Project 1, the genre that you are doing is nonfiction narrative collage. And here are a few kind of aspects that go along with that genre. A nonfiction narrative collage, the subject matter is the life of the writer. The characters and events reflect things that actually happened. The form of the narrative consists of shorter vignette episodes. The collage includes a conflict with tension, often leading to an insight of some kind. The collage includes vivid sensory imagery. It will often include informal language such as slang, dialect, and natural speech patterns because the writer is capturing the experience of their life as it actually happened. And finally, they're often written in first person using words like I, me, my. And so those are kind of the genre expectations of your first project. And as we move on to other projects, your genre expectations are going to change. So I want to spend some time this week kind of thinking about this concept of genre. To do that, I have a couple of videos here that I would like you to watch, which will talk about the concept, what it is, and why it is important. And then lastly this week, you are going to be making your discussion board post. For your discussion board post this week, you have a couple of options. You only need to do one, you do not need to do both. The first one is, I would like you to name a few genres that you enjoy within music, film, or literature. Then select one and type out as many conventions of the genre as you can. Here are a few things you may think about as you complete your genre's profile. You can consider subject matter, themes, setting style, tone, purpose, audience pacing, sound, length, and so on. So that's your first option. Your second option is a little bit more maybe creative. You will be picking a genre and pretending as if that genre is a real person. And you'll be creating a dating profile for this, for the genre, if they were, real. So pick a genre you're familiar with, such as horror, romantic comedy, country, etc., and answer the following questions from the perspective of the genre as if it was a person. I have some questions here not really questions, have some prompts for you to respond to here. So if you chose the genre horror, how would you sum up horror's personality? What's the first thing people would usually notice about horror if horror was a person? And so on. You're going to make that post by Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. That is all for this week. If you think of any questions or you want me to clarify anything, just let me know, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.